Hey guys, this is Potiphar with another video. Today we're doing a deck profile of Exodia, the Forbidden One. Very nice deck. I actually got this from another guy. I think I remember his name. clickclaxer01. I think it is. Sorry, that's 10. clickclaxer01. I think that's his name. He made the deck. And this is just a deck to troll a little people. I just played with it, and it's a good deck, but you do have to have really professional work with it. Because if you don't, you can mess up very bad. You could overdraw. You could do whatever you want. That's what I did. I actually almost overdrew. At the last turn, if I would have kept going, like if I would have had 2 dragons sent to the graveyard instead of 1. I would have overdrawn and lost the duel. But I was able to only do 1, figure out that I only need 1 more, and I was able to do that because Pot of Avarice helped me out. So, yeah. So, going to, sorry, I'm looking this guy up. Now trying to do for deck profile. The deck profile is very kind of commonly, kind of just staples and other stuff like that. Sorry, like I said, I'm looking this guy up, so I know I'm getting the right guy credit. So so yeah, we have all 3 pieces of Exodia: the head, the arms, and the legs. And the stuff behind them, that's not the Star of David. That's just a regular star. I don't know why they kind of got that out. It's kind of weird. But yeah, you have 3 blue eyes, white dragons. You have 2 whites on the legend and 2 Flamvell Guard. The reason why you have 2 Flamvell Guard and 2 whites on the legends and not 3 whites on the legend is because you don't need it. Flamvell Guard is helping with one of the spell cards that you probably need. You have 1 Neo-Spacian Grand Mole, that's for protection, and 1 blue eyes Toon Dragon. Usually in Exodia decks, you'll run Blue Eyes, Toon Dragon, Whites on the Legend, and other stuff like that. You'll more or less run that. But there's some decks I know that there isn't. Yeah, clickclaxer01. Yep, I'm getting correct. Credit. So clickclaxer01. I'll have his channel in the description. So, and I'll probably have it on the link too. So yeah, that's all the monsters. Is 14 monsters. Now there's 26 spells, and the spells start with 3 card constants. Not that hard to get, not that hard to understand. Get rid of 1 tuner, dragon type tuner monster with 1,000 less attack to draw 2 cards. Flamvell Guard and Whites on the Legend. Very quick, very easy. Then you have 2 hand destructions. Some people might be wondering, why don't you run 3? Well, because you don't need 3. You don't need room. There's no room for 3 of them, and you don't really need to run it because this deck is good. It can do an FTK and it can do like a double TK. Mine took 3 turns because there was 1 hand that I got which was kind of bad. I couldn't summon out anything, but I could start playing cards. But up next, you have 3 Upstart Goblin. You're always going to run 3 Upstart Goblin until they get hit with the ban list, but you're always going to run it, no matter what, in an Exodia deck. 3 Trade-In. Mattering what you play with the Exodia deck, you'll always have a Trade-In. No matter if it's 3, 2, or 1, you'll always have it. 1 Pot of Duality. So, again, there might be some people saying, why not run 2? There's just not enough room for it. An Exodia deck usually is a 40-card deck, unless you're trying to mega troll them and have a 50 or 60 card deck of Exodia and just pull them out really fast. But Pot of Duality is, it's also one of those saving cards. I used it and I was able to get 8 cards out of it just by drawing 1 card, and that was with Super Rejuvenation. You have 1 day apiece. The guy, clickclaxer, I'm going to call him clickclax right now. He said that he used to run this deck with like more 1 day apiece, more one day apieces, more than one day pieces, and it was so much better. Now it's okay. Well, I could see that because see, not only does the 1 day a piece let each player draw one card, but it also protects them, which is one thing you definitely need with an Exodia deck. Just in case it's not an FTK deck, you know, you're gonna do these spells and you're not gonna protect yourself really. There is no protection unless you're having, you know, short ones. So there's only one in this deck. 3 super rejuvenations. You do have to be careful though with super rejuvenation. You have to keep track with every single dragon you put in, because if you overdraw, you will lose, guaranteed. So I had to keep track. I was able to play one of these and draw up to 8 cards, which that kind of basically won me the duel. And the second one I played basically gave me 1 card draw, and I only had 1 more card in my deck, so I drew that one. It was the Head of Exodia. That's the last piece I had, so I won with that. That's how I won, and I actually won like not even 2 minutes ago. So 3 tune table contents. This is just a deck thinner. You play one of them, you get the other 2 out, and then you grab Tune Blue Eyes. And Tune Blue Eyes could be, you know, could be one of those cards that you use for hand destruction, or you could use for, you know, trade in, or you can just get it out for card destruction. Either way, it's a nice card. Next card's hand destruction. Card destruction, not hand destruction. Card destruction. To be able to use this card, it's basically you have either a big hand with nothing you can do except for card destruction, or you start setting your spells beforehand, play card destruction, remove your hand, get cards back, and start activating the spells that you played on the field. Yes, you can do that. I checked up the rules. If you set a spell card, you can activate it after you set it. It doesn't matter. It's because of the rule saying that spell cards can be activated on your turn unless they're unless they are quick play. So spell cards, literally, if you set them, you can activate them right there and then. I didn't know that, but you can. Next one's White Elephant's Gift. You send 1 face-up non-effect monster you control to the graveyard, draw 2 cards. This is where Flamel Guard or the piece of Exodia come in, or even Blue Eyes, but Blue Eyes wouldn't be face-up on the field. You run 2 Dark Factory of Mass Production. You only need 2 because you're only trying to target 2 normal monsters in your graveyard, and add those targets to your hand. Most of the time, it's either going to be either 2 pieces of Exodia, a piece of Exodia and Blue Eyes, or a piece of Exodia and Flamel Guard, or 2 Flambells, a Flambell, and a Blue Eyes. So that's the only options you have, or 2 Blue Eyes. So, you know, you need to look in your hand, play this, look in your hand, see what cards you need, and then choose them out. You run 2 Magical Stone excavations. Since it's only 2 in the limited list, in the semi-limited. You discard 2 cards and target 1 spell card in your graveyard, add that to your hand. This is going to work really great if, like, let's say you do this. You get a trade-in, and you tossed White Sun Legend and, let's say an Upstart Goblin, just behind it. Okay, you have that. You get Blue Eyes to your hand, trade in, you draw 2 cards. It's very fast. And last but not least, you have Pot of Avarice. This is going to get your cards back. This is what actually won me the duel, because I couldn't get my Head of Exodia back unless I had Pot of Avarice in my hand. So, Pot of Avarice, what it does, or Advice, whatever you want to call it, is it sends 5 monsters in your graveyard to the deck, shuffle the deck, and draw 2 cards. This is what helps me a lot. I was really hoping that when I played it, I was able to get it, but, you know. So, yeah, this was the deck review. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So yeah, I'll have the, you know, clickclaxer's channel on my YouTube, on this video in the description. So please go to subscribe him. He's a very great guy. He's a very good deck builder and a deck player. So, yeah. Subscribe, become a mate today, comment, rate, and I'll see you guys next time. Here comes the paw.